How many times do you make out a day on average?
1/7? Maybe
1/7. We probably have one good make out a week. What's up, dudes? Guys, we are what?
My shorts are showing.
Your shorts are very cute.
They're super wrinkly. You told me that they wouldn't show.
I think they're very cute. Oh my god. We are so stoked that you're back here for another YouTube video, but we just got some ice cream, baby. Ice cream is back in the video. You already know, can't go without it. And we got some, I got a taro pie from McDonald's.
You are getting crumbs everywhere. Wow.
That's really good. You want to try it? Oh gosh. Are you okay?
It's so hot.
I'm really sorry.
It tastes like buttered popcorn.
This is really good. I should have gotten 2 of these. I'm so stoked to do this video because you guys honestly just make us laugh. And we also make it an excuse when we do videos like this to eat fun food and go to McDonald's or wherever. Let's start this video off with the bang. You are virgins. Is that a question?
No, they're saying you're virgins?
You are virgins? Question mark? Do people really think we're virgins if we're married? We are not virgins. I don't know what. I don't know who submitted that.
We just give off those vibes.
We give off. Do we give off virgin vibes? Yeah. Have you ever been walked in on? No.
No. Well, we've come very close.
Seriously? Oh gosh, yeah.
Well, and also.
Oh gosh, yeah. So we've had some close calls. We have had some close calls, but luckily, up until this point, we have not. If we were forced to leave Hawaii right now, where would we go? 3, 2, 1. Nevada.
Florida.
Why'd you say Florida?
I just like it because it's a little bit closer to my family.
I like Florida. The reason I said Nevada is because Nevada has no state income taxes. Florida also has no state income taxes. That's pretty nice.
What's the quote?
Get me
There's
away.
only 2 things in life that are certain. Death and taxes. It's good.
We were asked weirdest places that we've done it.
That's so inappropriate.
We got caught making out in high school in our car by the police.
Oh yeah, by the police.
At a park that was closed. We didn't realize it was closed. So
that was making
that
out.
was a little awkward. The windows were steamed
up.
Clothes
were all on.
All the
windows
clothes were on.
Steamed up.
All the clothes were on, but yeah. That was pretty crazy. That was uncomfy.
That was pretty crazy.
You're like, sorry, officer, just making out over here. What would you say is the most uncomfortable situation you've ever been in, Abby?
One time, I was at an appointment for the lady doctor, and in walks a kid that I used to babysit. He was like 17. And I used to babysit him, and I'm just sitting there in my little robe, just like, is he gonna be in here during the exam? And I like couldn't find my words. And then she excused them before like the actual exam happened. But like in that moment, it was so uncomfortable because I know who he was, he knew who I was. And it was so weird because I probably looked fairly similar, but for him, he'd grown up a lot. I was like, oh no, not today.
Someone asked, have you ever peed on Abby? One time you almost peed on me because we were taking a shower. And then you just start peeing, and I'm like, bro, could you not wait till I get out of the shower to let it rip?
You
just started going pee, so I'm sure you peed on. I'm sure I stepped in it.
Wait, I peed while you were.
Yes, of course. Have you hit the subscribe, bell, and like button yet? Hayden wants to know. Thank you, Hayden. We appreciate you looking out for us, man. When was the last time Matt cried?
Literally never. Matt has never cried in our whole relationship.
I teared up when we watched Yesterday with your grandma.
Why would that, of all things, make you tear up? Matt has never cried. He has something wrong. I want him to cry so badly. But I also don't know how I would behave because it'd be so weird for me.
Somebody wants to know if it's awkward when we undress in front of each other. It's really not. Like when you first get married, I feel like you're always like trying to peek.
You do that now.
I still do that now.
I can see where this question's coming from because before I was married, I thought for sure, I was like, how could that ever be normal?
Be normal, and it is.
And it just becomes normal, like really fast.
What is the average time that you sit in the bathroom after you are done using the toilet? Ooh, for me, probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, you spend so much extra time in the bathroom.
It's just a calming space. Like I feel relieved. Like I get stuff done. I can respond to emails in the bathroom. I can come up with content ideas.
I'm never touching any of your devices.
There's a lot that can be done in there.
What? Oh my gosh.
Do men wash in between their butt cheeks?
Matt does.
I didn't. I used to not, and you thought it was gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Why would you not?
I didn't know that people did that. Was it weird / gross the first time Abby had her period after you were married? Actually, Abby didn't have her period once we got married because she got an IUD. But I will say, Abby was pretty open about when she was on her period when we were dating. And one time I got to go buy Abby some tampons because she needed them while she was on a shift at work. And I felt pretty cool buying those tampons. I felt like very manly and mature that I was buying my woman some tampons.
That's really sweet. You shouldn't feel embarrassed about it because it's a natural thing that happens.
Oh my gosh,
and, like, it's supposed to be happening. Now, as far as each couple's preference about like what to do around that time of the month is like up to each their own, but it shouldn't need to be uncomfortable.
Okay, was there ever a moment where you felt like you made a mistake in marrying young? I would say yeah.
Probably.
I feel like any big decision you make, you're always gonna have second thoughts, no matter what. I feel like it's very, very rare.
Probably like if we had like a fight and then I'm like
a really
enough
bad
to like
fight?
get over this? Like, but no, it was definitely the right decision. But like when you're in like all the emotions of like an argument, or if you're just going through a really tough thing in life and you're like, it would be better to walk through this as a single person, it's usually not, but in that moment it feels like it would be because you're just looking for anything.
But that's how I am with like basically all of my decisions in my life. Like I always second guess myself no matter what, period. Every single decision I make, even stupid decisions like what type of iPhone charger should I buy on Amazon, but like marrying you was the best decision.
Yeah, I don't want to set unrealistic expectations for like young marriage, because like there's times where I'd be like, did we really just do something that we should have done? But then like it always comes back around, or like, okay, I'm so thankful for this stage of my life.
Oh, this is a great question. It says, how difficult is it to stay honest with us dudes without affecting your day-to-day lives? That's a really good question. Oftentimes, like, we are very vulnerable with you guys. We do share a ton in these videos, but at the end of the day, we do have power over what we put out and what we don't put out. So there are things in the videos that sometimes we're like, I think we shared too much. We're gonna cut that out of the video. And there's been times too that we ended up posting something and we're like, oh, I think that might have been a little much. I think it's super important that we're real with you guys, because I think it's silly if people think that we're perfect by any means, or that we have some perfect relationship, because we don't. Like, there's nothing perfect about us because no one's perfect, right? So we like to be real and keep it real, and that's why we're very vulnerable with you guys.
Thank you to you guys for making this a really safe like place for us and like community
100%.
for us, even though it's in the vastness that is the internet. I like our little corner of dudes. But then also like Matt said, like, we're in control of overall like what we put out there, so I think that makes it a lot more comfortable. We're shocked at how many everyone's going through the same thing. Everybody's going through the same thing. Anything in your life that you're like, this is crazy, or like, I did something that was really bad. You're like, I'm never gonna say this to anyone because like it's so dark. It's so dark, and like I don't think that I should say this. Like, it's so bad. And then you say it, and you're like really like trusted small spaces, and everyone can meet you where you're at. Everyone is always going through that same thing. So it's like, that is like a really good reminder too, is like a lot of times like you can feel like you're alone or isolated in something, and that can just breed so much shame. Yeah. But it's so unnecessary, because as soon as you are vulnerable, then you realize like, oh wow, there's a lot of community that is, we are like can uplift you in that situation. 100%. Yeah. So we're just so much more alike than we are different, you guys, so we like to keep it real. How many times do you make out a day on average? On average? On average per day, we probably make out 1/7. Maybe 1/7. We probably have one good make out a week. It's funny, you get married and like, we used to make out all the time when we were dating, and now we just don't make out that much anymore. We're trying to be better. I don't know. We made out today. We did make out today. We did. I would say on average, I wouldn't go daily. Yeah, we'll say 2/7. 2/7. No, maybe recently has it been a 3/7. So are you saying like 3 days out of 7? Yeah, 3 out of 7 days. 2.5/7. Wait, dudes, have you hit the like button yet? Really? Have you hit the like button yet? Did you lose friends getting married at a young age? No. Friendships change though. Friendship, yeah. I wouldn't say lose friends, but friendships definitely changed, because you're spending a lot more time with your spouse, which means less time with your friends. How often do you hate social media? I would say I
3 out of 7.
3 out of 7.
In one circumstance, every once in a while we'll have a TikTok that will like get a lot of views because people are commenting the nicest things, and it's usually people that don't watch our videos.
DMs hurt a lot because,
DMs can really hurt. Yeah.
Like they're not just doing it for attention. Like they really just want you to know how much they don't like you.
And it's weird too because you can have like 100 really, really nice, uplifting comments, but then you have one mean comment, and it's the
silly.
it's the mean one that really wrecks you.
It's silly how it works like that. But then the other thing too is like recently I've realized like the pressure of this type of career
to be perfect.
The pressure to never mess up.
Yeah.
Is so high because the
canceled.
culture around social media is no forgiveness. You mess up, you're done. I can guarantee this from us. We will never do anything to hurt anybody on purpose. Like that will never happen.
Yeah.
But your intent does not matter on social media.
Yeah.
The content of your heart does not matter. All that matters is what story gets picked up about who you are. And no one needs proof. I feel like we don't talk about that a lot because we really just try to, you know, be positive. Sometimes the negative things are enough to make you want to throw in the towel. But the dudes keep us persevering.
The dudes do. We love you guys so much.
I will say, too, though, that, like, you dudes are our people. So, like, when things happen and you guys are just still out here rooting us on and cheering for us and, like, I don't know, having our backs, like, that means so much. And I just feel so proud to have you guys.
Do you toot a lot? Okay, Abby doesn't toot a lot, but when she does, it's so funny because she like looks at me, and then I look at her and I'm like, no way, was that really you? And then we just like die laughing every time. It's like the funniest thing. It's like a, and then we like look, and I'm like, and then we just like lose it.
Matt toots on average 15 times a day. Loud ones.
Okay, I think this is the most uncomfortable question we've been asked this far in the video. Thoughts about pineapple on pizza? Just putting it out there.
I like it.
I think it's wrong.
What? You eat it though.
I'm not a big fan. I'm a meat lovers type of guy. Did you tell your parents you weren't virgins anymore, or was it just assumed after you got married? I think they still think we're virgins, babe.
They'll only know when I get pregnant.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
Shoot.
Do you want to have more than one kid?
Yes. 4 to 5.
What? 5 children? How are we gonna feed
We're gonna
all this?
have 4.
How are we gonna feed 5 children? What the hootie hey?
4.
Lights on or lights off? That's actually a really good question.
That is a good question.
I prefer lights on.
We only do lights on.
Only lights on, because when the lights are off, it's half the fun's gone. It's like watching a musical with the lights off. I mean, the music's great, but you can't even see the show.
That was such a really good analogy. Matt's really into analogies. If you
That was a really good analogy. I crushed that. Dudes, have you hit the like button and the subscribe button?
James.
Do you ever disagree on finances as a couple? Honestly, no.
That's the one thing we don't disagree on.
Yeah, well, our finances, like, I think it's because I was like super, super, super strict when we were in college, and we were just like so dedicated to getting married, and we wanted to get married that we just stuck to a strict financial schedule. We like never spent any money. Our friends would go get ice cream for like $1 at a cheap ice cream shop. We'd be like, nope, can't afford it, sorry. Like, we were just so strict. And so now I think it just makes things easier.
I also think that getting married young did help with this, because we didn't have we never really had our own money before, really, of any you know, to form spending habits. It was easy that we formed those habits together.
Yeah.
On the same page.
Which COVID vaccine did y'all get? Or it said, did you get? I got the
Johnson &
Johnson.
I got Moderna.
It was just one shot, and I just wanted to be one and done. Do you pee in the ocean all the time? It's honestly pretty calming just to be in the water and just go pee. That is a massive semi. Holy cow. If the fish are peeing in the ocean, I'm gonna pee in the ocean too.
It's difficult for me to pee underwater though.
That's true. It takes Abby a while to go pee in the ocean.
It takes me a lot of focus.
I just grew up peeing in lakes, so.
It takes me a lot of focus and determination.
Well, dudes, this was such a fun video. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell for post notifications. It really does mean a lot to us when you guys do that. It makes our day. So if you've done that already, we appreciate you. We love you. And yeah, these are fun videos. We'll have to do another one soon.
For sure. I love our little dude community.
We love the dude community. And as always, 3, 2, 1, peace out, dudes.